So there are two ways of categorizing operators. The first way of categorizing the types of operator is based on the number of operands. Operand, remember in the last previous, now only we have discussed what are operands. They are what? They were variables when combined. They were variables in an expression. Okay. So based on the variables, number of variables in an expression, will be categorizing the types of operator. Okay. First way of classifying it. There are total 3 types of operators based on the number of operands that are. Okay, the first one is unary operator. What are unary operator? Operators having single operand. Unary means 1, binary means 2, ternary means 3. If an operator relates to one operand, say binary operator relates to 2 operands, ternary operator relates to 3 operands. Clear all of you? Now, example of a unary operator. First, we'll discuss about purely about unary operator. The operators which are relating to only one operand are called as unary operator. Like say examples are. Okay, now these are the examples: a plus plus, plus plus a minus minus, minus minus a. Now if you see here, when I'm writing these examples, okay, a plus plus or plus plus a, if I take the first one, okay, in the first one you can see that a plus plus, that plus plus sign is relating to only one operand, only one variable, that is a. Okay, it means it is a unary operator. Plus plus a is also unary operator because there also we are relating to only one operand, only one variable. Clear? That is why they are called as unary operator. The types of unary operator. So your unary operators are totally basically 4 types. There are postfix, increment, postfix, decrement, prefix, increment, prefix, decrement operators. Okay. So these different types, these are the 4 types of your unary operator. Like postfix means what? Postfix means example of post means the addition will be done or subtraction will be done later on. Okay, it means example for postfix is a plus plus, and for decrement will be a minus minus. Okay, so these are the postfix. Increment a plus plus, b plus plus. Postfix, the plus plus or minus minus, if it is after the variable, they are called as postfix. Increment or decrement. Now prefix will be what? Then examples. Prefix means what? The plus plus or minus minus will be done before the variable. Okay, so we have increment will be having plus plus a and decrement will be having minus minus a. Understood? You have understood the examples basically now. Now what is the difference in the working? How will you understand about that is, postfix means what? If first the variable value is used, then the variable value is increased by 1. Like if I say a plus plus means what? It means a equals to a plus 1. Okay, clear? Even if you write plus plus a, it means a equals to a plus 1. Okay, both the places we are increasing the value of a by 1. But what is the difference? Okay, let's say if we take an example solving this one. So if we take this example, I'll calculate the value of c and d. How it will work is, in the first one, when we have plus plus a, prefix increment. Okay, plus plus a is, okay, so it is prefix increment operator. So in this case what happens is, first the variable value is increased by 1. When we see an expression, c will be what? 5 plus b plus 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 a. First plus plus, if it comes, we have to increase the value of a by 1, then we'll use in the expression. Okay, so it means c will be equals to what? C will be equals to 5 plus b plus 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 a means a value will be increasing by 1. So c will be equals to 5 plus b plus. Now what do you write in place of that plus plus a? First 10 I will increase by 1. It means 10 will be equal, 10 will change to 11. Because before the variable we have plus plus, so we have to increase the value by 1. Then you will use, what is the value of a now? 11 will be using down. So writing c plus 5 plus 5 plus 11. Why 5 plus 5? 5 plus 5, b value will be 5 plus 5 plus 11 of the value of a. Therefore, the C value is how much? Will be 11. 5 plus 5, 10. Sorry, 21. 10 plus 11 is 21. Clear? This is how you get the value of C. Now, if you take the same example, taking A value as 10 and 5. Now, let's solve the second one. If I want to solve the second one, D value will be equals to 5 plus B plus A plus plus. So, firstly 5 plus B value is 5. That I'll write plus A. Now first we have to use the value, then later on plus plus is there, no? Okay. So I have used 5 plus 5, B value as 5 taken, but A plus plus is coming now. It means first variable is there, then plus plus is later on. So variable value I'll use. What is the variable value of A? A is 10. So I'll use in the expression 10. Then plus plus is there, then the value of A will increase by 1. A value automatically changing to 11 every time, but the difference is what? In the next one, the answer will be how much? D value will be 20. Clear all of you? So what you saw in both of them, difference is what? When we have plus plus A, first the value is increased by 1, then the variable value is used. Okay? And the next one, first the variable value used, then the value is increased by 1. Clear? This is the difference between postfix, prefix increment and postfix increment operators. Clear? Understood? Clear? The next one we'll discuss in the next video now. What did we see here? That in your postfix increment and your prefix increment. We discussed here postfix increment and prefix increment. So seeing the example, it is clear that in your postfix, what is happening? First we use, then we change. Okay, we increase the value by 1. First we use the variable value in the expression, then we change it by 1, increase it by 1. In prefix, first we increase the value by 1, variable value by 1, then we use it in the expression. Okay, so these are all the differences. So in the postfix, we have to write what? This is key thing is what? So what you saw in your postfix is that first we use, then change, and in prefix first we change, then we use. Clear? Understood? Change means increasing or decreasing. Okay, so in this prefix, if in the exam it comes, what is postfix increment operator? What will write? They are very what happens in postfix increment? First the variable value is used, then the variable value is increased by 1. Then in prefix you write first the variable value is increased by 1, then the variable value is used. Okay, now let's understand about your decrement one. Okay, so now instead of plus plus A and A plus plus, I'll write minus minus A and A minus minus. Okay, now next one is postfix and postfix decrement and prefix decrement. Okay, we take the same example, A10 B5. Okay, let's start with first C. How will you find C? C will be equal to what? C will be equal to 5 plus 5 plus, is written A minus minus. A minus minus means what? First we will use. What is the variable value we are using? A value is how much? 10. Then the value will decrease by 1. So we will be using the expression. Now below, while I am writing the expression, C equals to 5 plus B plus A minus. This is an expression we are having. Now when I am writing the expression, the value will be used first, then it will be decreased. First use, then change. In postfix, first use, then change. So first I will use the value of A, that is 10. Then I will decrease the value by 1. So 10 will change to 9. Understood? Clear? So this is what happens in postfix. Okay? Clear? So the value of C will be how much? C value will be 20. A minus minus or minus minus A means what? The value of A will decrease by 1. A equals to A minus 1. Okay? Clear? That is what we need to do. Okay? This is about value of C. Now for D, how will you calculate? D will be in prefix. What you will do? First change, then use. I will use again the value of A as 10 and 5. I am loving the values which has changed for question 2. Do with the fresh one. Fresh values of A and B. Now next one we have to do minus minus A. So 5 plus B value is 5 I wrote for D. D equals to 5 plus minus minus A. First I will change the value. Minus prefix, what you do? First change, then use. So I'll decrease the value of A by 1. So 10 minus 1 is how much? 9. First I have to decrease the value of A. So first change, now use. What I have to use? The value of a is how much now? 9 we'll be using now. So therefore we'll get what? 10 plus 9 is 19. Clear? This is how you do your prefix, your postfix and prefix increment decrement operators. Clear? This is how it works. Clear? This is about your unary operators, okay, which relates to one operand. Okay, clear all of you? Understood? Now in the next video I'll be discussing about binary operators and ternary operators. Okay, thank you. Okay, now next about your binary operators. Okay, unary we have finished. Now about binary operators, you know what basically we have learned about unary, binary, ternary. Unary will relate to one operand, binary will relate to two operands, and ternary will relate to three operands. Unary operator we saw a plus 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 a. Different types of unary operators we saw, the four kinds. Okay, postfix, prefix, increment and decrement operators. Okay, now binary now is what it is. They are operands, operators which relates to two operands. For example, these all are examples of your binary operators. Okay, plus, minus, into, even into division also. Less than, greater than, equal to, double equal to, greater than, equals to. All these are different examples of your binary operators. Okay, these are the examples. If you see in an expression how they are used, if I write here z equals to x plus y, you can see here equal to and plus signs are binary operators here. Okay, because this equal to and plus sign as they related to operate. If you see the plus sign, just the plus sign, if you see the left and right side of the plus sign, what is there? X and y is there. Yes or no? Clear? So it is relating to two operands. When I write z equals to x plus y, whatever value will come, will write it there. If let's say x plus y is coming 11, so z will be equal to 11. It is related to again number equal to sign. Either side will be how much? Z is in the left hand side, equal to 11 will be the right hand side. So it is related to two operands. Okay, clear? Understood? So these are called as binary operators. Operators which are related to, which are relating to your what? Two operands are called as your binary operator. Okay, the last one is your ternary operator, which is relating to three operands. Okay, example is this is a special type of operator like question mark and colon. It's not an example. The ternary operator, this is a ternary operator we have in Java, that is question mark colon. This is used together in an expression. Okay, I'll show an example now for understanding what is a ternary operator. Okay, let's take an example. Greater than 7, greater than 2, question mark, system dot print hi, colon, system dot print hello. I have used this question mark and colon to write this expression example here. Now how it works? Okay, the definition states that it is an alternative of if else. So here is given that it is an alternative of if else. If operand 1 value is true, operand 2 is executed. If operand 1 value is false, then operand 3 is executed. The syntax for a ternary operator is what? The syntax or the grammar of writing a ternary operator is first operand 1, question mark, operand 2, colon, operand 3. This is the syntax. Now you relate with the example. Who will be operand 1? 7 greater than 2 is your operand 1. System dot print hi is your operand 2. And system dot print your hello is your operand 3. So it states that if operand 1 value is true, if operand 1 value is true, now if you see, if operand 1 value is true, operand 2 will get executed. If operand 1 value is false, then operand 3 will get executed. So okay, it is an alternative of if else. If else we're learning the construct of if else. We have done in class 8 also. Now in Java we're discussing in details about if else. So this is a type which works like if else. If 7 is greater than 2, is operand 1 true or false? 7 value is more than 2 or not? Operand 1 in this case is coming greater than 2. If 7 is greater than 2, what will you print on the screen? For this, the output will be high in the screen because operand 1 value is true. In case instead of greater than, if it was 7 greater than 2, it will give you high in the screen. Now if I write 7 less than 2, now if I write 7 less than 2, what will happen? Is 7 less than 2? Yes or no? False. If operand 1 value is false, operand 3 will get executed. So answer will be hello will be coming on the screen. Clear? So based on the value of operand 1, the operand 2 or operand 3 will get executed. If operand 1 value is true, operand 2 will get executed. If operand 1 value is false, operand 3 will get executed. Clear? Understood? This is called your ternary operator. Clear? Understood? Related to 3 operands. Okay, the syntax is very important one. Okay, this comes in exam. Clear? So this is the syntax and the definition of how it works. Clear? Understood? Now this is the first type of your type of tokens based on the number of operands. Clear? Clear? Types of operators based on the number of operands. Clear? Understood? Now in the next I'll discuss in the next video about the types of operator based on the type of work they do. That will be doing in the next video. Thank you.